Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buffaloes offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're gonna split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Coming after him. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Oklahoma State's offense will take the field for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Dropping back, it's Bowman. He's going up top. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Buffaloes want to move quickly. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Now on the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the single back. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Looking to throw, it's Bowman. Gets open down the middle. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds his man. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Grab near the marker. It's Owens. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gordon. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, going up top. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the 2nd half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. 2nd and long from the 11. Takes the handoff. It's Gordon. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. Hard running there. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Bowman. Finds his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive. Throws
to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. This time they'll go to the running game. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the inside give. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Give to the running back. Shakes off a tackler. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. 1st down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throwing right. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David